YouTube world? It's part two. The third generation Raider is back. And you know what's on slate, man. It's the Baltimore Ravens. You know, playing them on the road, pretty loud crowd. They want to see that team get back to Super Bowl after having been there since they beat us in the AFC Championship game about 8 years ago. And they just won a game against the Miami Dolphins. They're 3-3. They obviously have playoff aspirations, as every team should have every year going into a season. They're led by a tough defense. Why, just a Hall of Famer in waiting, Ray Lewis. We really are going to have to buckle down this game. I mean, they got a 3-4 defense. They come tough off the edges. They have all kind of personnel blitz packages. They usually confuse and irritate quarterbacks. You think about the offensive tackles, Quaim Harris and Cornell Green. I really feel that they're a subpar combo. They give up sacks, and they get a lot of dumb penalties. I'm really concerned. I'm also concerned about Jake Grove in this game because even though he did okay last week, this team here presents much more of a bigger challenge because, the best game somebody had on them running-wise, I think it was Dominic Rose. It's like 25 carries, like 73 yards. They are really not playing as far as when it comes to team rushing against them. Now, we are ranked like number 5 in rushing, but some of those numbers are kind of skewed in my opinion because we still can't run when it counts. We're not converting enough third and shorts. We're not punching it in when we're at the goal line. We have not shown that ability yet. I think in a game like this, when you are in third and short, second and short, somebody like Michael Bush's services are going to be quite vital to the success of the teams. You don't want the defense to keep going on and on and on the field after 3 and out, 3 and out, and 3 and out. This is not going to work. This won't work against a top-notch defense. We can beat mediocre defenses, but can we beat top defenses? This is what we're striving to be. I know people saying, oh, we're trying to get it all right, but look, the NFL is not for long, okay? We have to get it done now. Too much money has been spent. Too much crazy stuff is happening. This team has fought adversity already. Well, they got to fight another adverse place, right, in Baltimore. It's just going to have to happen. Harbaugh's the first-year coach as Cable, so I'm pretty sure that kind of cancels out each other, even though Harbaugh has been the head man since, I believe, February or something of that nature. What we're going to need to do also offensively is we're going to have to pick on former first-round pick of the Raiders, Fabian Washington. I don't think Samari Roll's going to play him. He hasn't been practicing, and he missed last week. We're going to have to attack him. His little 5'8" self gives up plays. We all know he gives up touchdowns. He's got speed, but his technique is kind of bad. We really need to get Chad Shillings involved. I think they're going to be matched up against each other all day because McAllister is probably going to be guarding Walker. So we need to be smart in how we pass. I think that we're probably going to go conservative at first, just to kind of play a field position game. And then as things open up, take your shots. I think that's kind of a good strategy, just because this team here has talented players on defense. Everybody knows about Ed Reed and what he can do. This is really going to be a test here. You got Atlanta and Carolina coming up after this at home. You're looking at yourself, you win this game, you have 2 games at home to where you can get over 500 for the first time since 2002. That's really big. And do people really understand how big that really is, what that would do for the confidence of these players? It would do a lot. But it starts this week. You need to win games like this on the road. Joe Flacco's a rookie quarterback, 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. This team here is like minus, I forgot what it is. They're in the minus, though, when it comes to turnover difference. So they give the ball up. McGahee does fumble, He's a good back, but we could do better in our run defense. We didn't do so great last week, but we can stop him, and believe we will stop him. Now, defensively, I'd like to see us to do some disguised blitzes, bringing a safety sometimes, kind of stunting with the linebackers and pull them back and send the corners or whatever, send that nickel back, whether it's Huff or Stanford Root. we got to do some things, confuse this rookie. Because if we just go vanilla at him the whole game, eventually he's going to pick it up, you know, kind of like Trent Edwards did when we stopped attacking him. People will pick it up. These guys are professionals for a reason. These guys are good. So be prepared for that. Janikowski, he needs to keep it up, and whenever we have a chance to score points, we need to make sure we get points. Special teams wise, you got to watch out for Yamon Figures, pretty fast guy. I think our special teams coverage has been pretty much on point this year. So with the exception of Darren Sproles in the San Diego game. But I'm confident in everybody. I'm really confident in this team. It seems like everybody's getting behind Cable, and more Raider people are being excited about what's going on. So in this game, here are some of your guys' predictions. What do you predict? Me, I'm kind of leaning to a 19-17 game by the Raiders, and turnovers will be committed by both teams. Let's just not fool ourselves, and penalties will be here as well. But I think 19-17 is a pretty realistic score. I don't see us scoring 3 touchdowns on them. We might even only just score 1 and a bunch of field goals, but you can take that with a team like this. Their defense doesn't give up much. So hopefully you guys, it's an early morning game for us on the West Coast, so if you guys are going out there, if you're on the East Coast, enjoy yourselves. Don't let them give you too much hell. I'm going to be sitting, probably at my grandparents' house. So you met them, the First Generation Raider. I might go over there and check out the game with them and, hopefully see a win. Anyhow, I'm the Third Generation Raider, and man, I got some stuff to do, man. It's about 3 o'clock. It's a beautiful day, man. It's just been beautiful this fall. So try to get some work done and try to go enjoy this beautiful Thursday afternoon. All right then, y'all. So you guys can check me out next week. We're going to discuss this game, and we're going to talk about the home game upcoming with the Atlanta Falcons. All right then, again, I'm the Third Generation Raider. It's time for me to jet.